how to scan in photos. There are 3 options of ways to get your photos from physical copies to digital copies. These ways are 1. With a printer or scanner. 2. With your phone's camera. Or 3. With an envelope and a friend. Option 1. With a printer or scanner. What you will need: a printer or scanner, internet access, an SD card, flash drive, USB drive, or thumb drive, whatever your printer or scanner requires, and a power supply. Every printer and scanner is different, but comes down to the same basic ideas. To start, find the name, brand, and model of your printer or scanner. The printer I will be using to scan my photo is the Epson Workforce 630. Its super sleek black design and rounded edge buttons are top of the line for printers in the world. The most deluxe top of the line scanner/printer back in 2010. But whatever you have should work just fine. Next, take the information you just learned and put it into Google. This is the easiest way to learn how to step-by-step scan photos on your printer or scanner. The concept is simple, but the steps and buttons to press may be complex depending on your computer. You can find both videos and articles explaining how to scan on your specific printer or scanner depending on your learning style. On my printer, and most likely yours as well, you will have to insert a memory device into it to save the photos to. Then, start with the most important step, turning the printer on or scanner on. Then, navigate to the scan settings. All of your options will be on the small screen here, and you will navigate it with the arrow buttons and the OK button here. You will also most likely use these menu and back buttons as well. It should look very similar on your printer or scanner. To get to the scan options on your printer or scanner, you will most likely navigate to it using the menu button here, but your instructions you found earlier will explain. My printer has a button here specifically for the scanner. It may now ask you where you want to scan to. Select memory card. For the settings, make sure any that are available match the ones I specify here. Format is either PDF or PNG. Scan area can be letter or anything bigger. Document should be photograph. Quality should be best. If there's a color option, it should be in color. If there are any other settings, they should be fine as default. Do not hit the start button yet. Open the top of the printer or scanner to reveal the scanner plate. Find the little arrow in the corner of the scanner area. This is very important. Line the corner of the photo up to this arrow. Close the lid and press scan. It is best to apply light pressure to the lid to keep the photo flat, especially if there is any curve to the photo. Once the scan is done, repeat with each additional photo. Once done, you can remove the memory device and take it back to your computer. Option 2. With a phone. If you do not have access to a scanner or printer, you can also scan photos with your phone's camera. There are many apps on your phone's app store that work as scanners, or you can use the main camera. I either use Google PhotoScan or the regular camera app. I personally think PhotoScan washes out the photos a little bit, but is up to personal preference. The instructions for the PhotoScan app should apply to pretty much any photo scanning app that you can find on any app store. If you find any photo scanning apps you really like, feel free to share them with me. Technology is always evolving, and I'm always looking for something new to try out. I will show how to scan with each option. Using Google PhotoScan. What you will need: a flat surface, a phone with a camera, Google PhotoScan, an app available for iOS and Android devices, good lighting, and internet access. Download Google PhotoScan to your phone. Search the phone's app store for Google PhotoScan. Look for the blue icon shown before. This is what the app should look like. Download this. Once downloaded, open the app. Find a flat surface to place your picture on. Make sure the area is well lit. Position your phone within the frame on your phone. Press the button on the phone to begin the picture taking process. 4 white dots will appear on the screen. Slowly and steadily move your device at a level movement to each dot, holding it on each dot until the blue circle around it fills. Then continue to the next dot. After all 4 dots are complete and you get the green check mark, you have scanned your photos in. Sometimes Google PhotoScan will miss what is the actual corner of the photo. To fix this, click in the bottom right-hand corner and select the photo and choose Adjust Corners. This will allow you to move each corner to the corners of the photo and adjust to the proper corner. These photos will automatically save to your camera's camera roll on your phone. Repeat these steps with each photo. Your photos are now ready to upload. Regular phone camera. What you will need: a phone with a camera, a flat surface, and good lighting. Find a flat surface to place your picture on. Make sure the area is well lit. Make sure your phone is flat with the surface your image is lying on. On iPhones, there's a little golden crosshair and white crosshair that should line up. When the photo is in focus, take the photo. That is all that is really required for this. If you would like, you can go in and crop the image with your phone's cropping settings. This will be different depending on what phone you may have. This is what it looks like on an iPhone. Now the images are in your camera roll and are ready to be uploaded. Option 3. Envelope and friend. Technology isn't for all of us. Sometimes it isn't working in our favor. Sometimes we don't own the right tools, or sometimes we know our teenage relative would do it 100 times better than we ever could. I totally understand. Technology can be frustrating. That's where this last option comes into play. The old-fashioned envelope and friend method. What you will need: an envelope or box, depending on the number of photos. A tech-savvy friend. A kind face to ask the friend to do you a favor. Stamps, and other things required to mail things. Bonus item: a basic knowledge of consent and how to apply it to everyday situations. Now, there are 3 bits of advice I have about these methods. 1. Always try yourself first. As daunting as the task above may seem, with some simple troubleshooting and the right tools, anyone can do them.
必ず目標達成できる。だからこそ Never give up!
Technology is hard, but you can do it. 2. Ask the person before you send this off. especially if it's a lot of photos. No one likes a surprise task thrown on their hands, so send them a text or give them a call and see if they're willing to help out before you spend the time shipping off all these photos their way. I'm all for giving money to the post office. They're my favorite people. But I don't want you throwing away unnecessary money if you don't need to. Consent is important in every aspect of life. This is where the fun bonus item comes in. If you're still struggling with the concept of consent in everyday situations, or if you want to learn more and become more educated, there are plenty of resources online that can teach you more information about those things. One of my favorite videos on the topic is called T-Consent by Blue Seat Studios. And 3. This is more of a warning. When sending through the mail, there's always a small chance your package may be lost or damaged. No one wants to lose their memories or family photos. A good way to avoid this is to avoid shipping them all together by doing the scanning yourself, or if the person lives close by, hand delivering is always an option. You can also get insurance, or some sort of protection on your delivery and tracking on your package, whatever your local post office offers, to try your best to avoid any issues. Just know the issues you may encounter going into this. So, to the how-to. This is the simplest one of all. Take all the photos you'd like scanned. I only have one in this example, and place them into an envelope or box. Throw in a little thank you note, maybe a fun little surprise for the friend who doesn't love surprises. Then seal it up. However much or little tape you think is required. Address it to the friend, place a stamp on the package, and bring it to your local post office to ship off. Let the friend know the package is on the way, then wait. That's how simple it is. How to upload. Now that you have your images digital, the next step is sending them to me, so I can start the magic of making the project. Most of our file transfer will happen through Google Drive, unless otherwise requested by either you or I. You will have a folder shared with you that should have access to upload to once we discuss what the project is. This is where all your images will go. Here's how to get your images or files there. From your phone. If you scanned your photos from your phone, either the Google PhotoScan app or just the camera, they will be on your phone. For both using PhotoScan and your regular phone camera, you will use the same technique. To transfer them to Google Drive, the easiest way is to download the Google Drive app. This should be available on your phone's app store. Once downloaded, sign into your Google email account. If you do not have one, you will need to create one. The process is completely free and easy to do. Log into whatever Gmail we have communicated with before, because that is the one I have shared the folder with, unless otherwise specified. Once you are logged in, go to the bottom of the screen and select Shared. You should see a folder named something related to your project, most likely including your name. The example here is Bob Graduation Photos. It will be coming from Secret Weapon Media. Click on the folder. Once in the folder, click the plus button in the bottom right corner. Click Upload. Click Photos and Videos. You should then be able to select the photos from your camera roll. They will then be uploaded into the folder. If you would like to rename any of the files for clarity, click the 3 dots on the right side and click Rename. The files are now accessible by both you and I. If you have any difficulty creating a Gmail account, seeing the folder, adding anything to the folder, or any other steps throughout this process, feel free to contact me and we can get this resolved. From the printer. If you scanned your photos from your scanner or printer, they should be on an external storage device like an SD card, a USB, or a flash drive. To transfer them to Google Drive, you will need to use your computer to transfer them from the device to the drive. Plug your external storage device into your computer. There may be a pop-up about the device. It may look like mine and show the files on your external storage device. You do not need to do anything with this. Open your File Explorer. This will be Finder on Mac. Navigate to your external drive on the left side of the window. On my USB, I have other files, but yours may not. My printer automatically makes a folder to put all of the scans I make into it. Locate the pictures you scanned on your device and open it. You don't have to do anything with this at this point. Just make sure that the scan went through and that the picture is fully in frame. Open your internet software. This may be Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, Firefox, or Safari, if you're on Mac. Mine is Firefox, so that's what you'll see in this example. Search Google Drive in the search bar. When you get to Google Drive, log into your Google account, your Gmail email account. If you do not have a Gmail, you will need to create one. Make sure to log into the Gmail account you have used to communicate with me, because this is the one I have allowed access to in the drive. Once logged in, go to the left side of the screen and click Shared with Me. You should see a folder that has a name related to your project, probably including your name. The example here is Bob Graduation Photos. It should be shared by Secret Weapon Media. Click the folder. Click New in the top left corner. Click File Upload. Find your external storage device holding your photos again, on the left side of the window that popped up. Select all the photos you want to upload. To select multiple files at once, click the top file of the group. Hold the left Shift key on your keyboard and scroll down to find the last file in the group of files you want to upload. While continuing to hold the Shift key, click the last file. This should select all the files you wish to upload. Then click Upload in the bottom right of the popped-up window. All the files you selected will then upload into the folder. It may take a little bit of time depending on the file size and your internet speed. Keep the Google Drive page open and your computer on and connected to the internet until you get a confirmation that all of your files uploaded. If you have any trouble uploading any files, like an error pops up, write down the error you experienced and which file you had an issue uploading, and shoot me an email with the error included. If you would like to rename any of the files for clarity, right-click with your mouse on the image you would like to rename, or click on the image and click on the 3 dots towards the top of the page and click Rename. The files are now accessible by both you and I. If you have any issues creating a Gmail account, finding or adding anything to your specific folder, or any other steps that I said in this last part, feel free to contact me and we can get it worked out. With the friend and envelope method, they will want to follow whatever method corresponds to what method they use to scan the images in, either phone or printer or scanner. If you are using this method, please let me know so I can add their email to the drive so they can access and upload the photos they scan in. If there's any issues with this, we can communicate through email and we can get it all resolved. So that's about it. This video should explain how to scan in and upload the files you want to share for your project, so instead of physical files, there are digital files that can be worked with. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me through the email or on the contact page of my website. I can't wait to work with you.